Welcome to our vlog, beautiful people. Our flight to Thailand is very soon, but nobody is ready. Well, except our mother. She's ready with her fancy furs and everything. And then I wore some maroon colored cohorts, and they were super comfy and stylish. यही है जिसका सूटकेस सबसे लास्ट में बंद हुआ है. ये देखो इसकी शक्ल. ये देखो. ये देखो. I was actually at this airport just few months ago when I came to Ahmedabad all the way from Canada, but I didn't appreciate all this architecture. It's very new and beautiful. Oh my god, like look at this lion. My brother is in the background teaching me how the settings of the camera actually work, how to zoom in and everything. But I really aspire to be as nonchalant as my brother because look at him. He's just at the airport lounging as if the airport belongs to him and watching the downloaded episodes while I'm here worrying about whether we forgot something or not. But our mother is really happy. She is the one who has the first international trip of her life and sitting in the plane for the first time. So we gave her the window seat. And right now we are at the airport. We landed and we are just counting the currencies, Thai baht, and eating McDonald's because it's the safest option here. We landed at the Phuket airport and we are off to Krabi. Honestly, guys, language barrier is real here because our driver couldn't understand a word we were saying at all, and because we didn't have any network in our phone, we couldn't even translate it. But it was okay. We called this like a scenic long drive, but actually it was just like a long, like I think it lasted like 2 hours or something, and we were all very hot and tired. Then we finally arrived at the Tiger Cave Temple. Legend says that tigers literally used to run through this cave-like temple before, and their paws could be found on the walls. I don't know how much it is true, but I think it's totally possible because this temple is fairly new, built in 19th century, and this 5-mouthed dragons look so magnificent. I think it is kind of similar to the Chinese culture. Plus, I loved that the temples were running in themes of gold and red. I think this is very significant to their traditions. Lord Indra here is heavily worshipped here, riding on the 3-mouthed elephant. And the ceilings were literally like work of art. They were so magnificent. And I'll also show you another temple. The ceilings were like something so royal. This is a selfie point to click pictures basically, and we could see the beach from above. We were basically some higher up. I'm saying basically a lot. Sorry. The beach was something out of a dream. This was the first beach that we saw, and not technically we could touch the ocean water, but the forest area and trees everywhere was beautiful. We clicked a lot of pictures, and wow, I was just blown away by the greenery everywhere, because one thing about Thailand is that a lot of greenery and coconuts and crystal blue waters. We checked into a resort, and this is the next morning we are having breakfast. I'm actually telling him, my brother, that hey, this is what's good for breakfast and you should definitely eat this. But it looks like I'm scolding him. This is the resort. It was called the Sanda Resort, and it just felt like I was in a time capsule, as if I teleported to something so beautiful, like a fairy forest. I loved walking here. I was walking here at night, in the evening. It was just so beautiful. I have no words. Getting ready for the islands. Yes, I'm so excited to go on the island and swim in the ocean. I don't know how to swim, but you know what I mean. So this is the lipstick that I used. It's called the Etude Fixing, and this is iconic Lakme Kajal. And these earrings are from some website from Canada. And this adorable beach necklace, it actually has starfish over it and shells and all of that. This necklace is a moment you guys need to understand. This swimwear type of top I bought from India, and these beautiful blue hair clips are also from some website in Canada. I don't even remember, but this is like very minimalistic but stylish look. I know I'm going to mess it all up because I would be in the ocean on the beach and it's messy, but that's okay. I look really good right now. I'm really satisfied with my look. This is our balcony area. It is huge, but I'm filming it from the end of it. The cottages nearby. I'll give you a full-on fit check. This is the fit check. I'm so happy with what I'm wearing, and it was just so comfortable. I think you should always dress comfortable for the beach. A bit stylish, but comfort is your go-to here. Right now our first priority is food, because we need some Indian good food. So we just walked around and the shops in between, and this just looks like a middle of nowhere, but in the walking distance there are a lot of shops, basically a whole market. I'll show you the market later on, but look at the sky, it's so pretty. We finally found a good Indian restaurant. We were literally like hunting for it. This restaurant is called Amritsar. It's a whole franchisee. They are famous for the Punjabi food, and just about everything Indian was found here. And I know I'm behaving like a typical Indian, looking for Indian food everywhere, but it was so good. Now we are off to an island trip. All I know is that we are going to go on a boat to a series of islands, like a lot of islands, like 7 islands or something. So yeah, I was so excited for it. And we are finally here. So we had like 30 minutes or 20 minutes to just kill. So we were just here on the beach, enjoying the greenery everywhere and clicking pictures, because obviously. This is one of the islands out of 7 islands, and to say there are 7 islands, but we could not get off on every single beach because some of the islands actually had deep waters, and they were also funnily named. Like, funnily, is that a word? They were so funny because one of the islands was named Chicken Island because it was quite literally the shape of a chicken. But this one had a beach, so we all got off. This one is called the Tup Island, and we were just like roaming around, clicking videos, and at some moments we were just like staring into the ocean and just in awe of the nature, really. There were many moments where I was just explaining my brother how to take my video. Sometimes he understood, but sometimes he didn't. But it was all part of the fun and I really enjoyed it. The one thing is that you could never find a frame where there is no one in the background. There were people, like there were so many people, and obviously because it's such a famous touristy place, so there are always going to be people. But I really feel like some people would have been really overwhelmed and overstimulated here because there's just a lot of crowd. But again, look at the view, look at the color of the ocean and the sky and the greenery all around. I literally felt like I was in heavens. And I'm a very beach girl, so obviously I was feeling like I was on top of the world. This was our last island, which was called the Poda Island. There was a temple here, and this is where we had our early dinner, which I'll show you later. But the sun is melting into the horizon. We are all waiting for the sunset. And by the way, for watching the sunset, we actually had to go knee deep into the ocean on the left side of it. Then only we could see the sunset. And this is our dinner basically, which is noodles and fruits. The fruits here are like so fresh and juicy, really. Let's talk about the sun melting into the horizon though. I am walking here barefoot on the shores of Poda Island. Soft white sand slipping between my toes like it's a secret. It felt like I was one with the ocean, one with the nature. This is Krabi. This island looks so funny because it looks like I'm wearing a hat. And this was making my video so funny, I still remember. But this is Krabi, you know. It's wild, it's untouched, but it's impossibly beautiful. The kind of place that doesn't just exist, but it feels. I literally felt all the life around me. I cannot describe it into words, I cannot explain it. The water here is unreal. Crystal clear, turquoise, some looked green. Look, the sun is setting already. There were boats slowly drifting in the distance, and their shirt choice is top tier because it's blue and at the ocean. And you know, as I was walking on the beach, it felt like there was something shifting inside me. There is something about being here, surrounded by the endless ocean, when warm wind is kissing my skin and there is salt in the air. It's all so stunning. Right now we are trying different type of video ideas. I saw it somewhere on Instagram and I was like, I'm going to try this. This is something that my brother set up. Let me know who did it better. This is something that my brother did. He was telling me when to move and when to run away, like that. It was so funny. It was definitely so much fun setting it all up on the beach, and people randomly used to call my brother to click their pictures, which was okay, I guess. But I think I did it better because you can see the ocean view as well, right? And you know, there's something about going on a trip, especially near the ocean, because it reminds you of how small your worries are and how vast life truly is. I definitely didn't come here just for a trip. I came here to remember who I was, and I remembered who I am now. Every wave that touches the shore feels like a gentle affirmation to me, reminding me that I'm free, I'm guided, I'm protected, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. The sky is already turning shades of peach and gold. I remember pausing here, closing my eyes, and letting the breeze wrap around me like the universe itself was hugging me. It was quite a quiet moment, but here's my extrovert, energetic brother who is at the beginning of the speedboat and he wants to stand up. You know, speedboat is so fast you cannot even walk or stand up because you will fall and you'll break a bone or something or bruise yourself profusely. but he wanted to stand up and he wanted me to take a video of him, and I was like, absolutely not. At one point I was holding his hand and I was like literally like pulling him, and I was telling him, please don't, please. But again, look at the night sky at the ocean. We stopped here to see the planktons. Truthfully, we couldn't see the planktons that clearly, but I was looking at the sky and I was like, I'm content, I'm satisfied, I don't want to see anything more. And this is the next morning and we are having breakfast at the Sanda resort. We are in the same resort. This resort, I swear to God, has the best breakfast in the whole world. At least best breakfast that I have tried. The orange juice was so fresh, the cherry tomatoes, the bananas were also sweet and fresh. This is our view, by the way. It literally felt like I was sitting on the forest floor and taking food straight from the trees. It felt that fresh and natural. My mom was the biggest fan, really. Then we were off to another adventure in our huge car. This was like a 7-seater, so I don't know how to call it. Like, is it a car or a jeep? But it was like huge. Plus there was AC full-on blast inside. So I just didn't realize how warm Thailand weather truly was. Like, it was really hot. And this is like peak tourist weather. So accordingly, actually it is not that hot. It's not Thailand summer. It's Thailand winter, and it was still so hot. But I really liked our car. The seats were so comfortable that we could just lie back, and it was just amazing. We didn't realize how bad it was until we stepped outside. But again, it was not that bad because it's Thailand winter, and apparently the summer is dreadful, and the monsoons are even more. Also, I've heard, yeah, this is a pool day actually. So we are visiting 3 pools. The first one that we are going to visit is a hot spring. We started our day with a hot spring, and this hot spring actually has minerals, literally. So if you swim in it or you just lay down in the water, it is actually really good for your skin. And that's why like there were so many people in the water. At first I was like really concerned because what if I fall down, and obviously because I don't know how to swim as well. But then I saw like 20-25 people just chilling over there, and I was like, let me just go there. And my brother was already there, and so I shot this tiny little video and I went there, but there is no evidence of it. But I actually did went there and I had a lot of fun. It was like hot water and it was just so calming. I don't know how to explain it. It was like I was sitting in a huge nature's hot tub. And then we were going towards another pool. Like there were 3 pools to visit. The next pool that we are going to visit is called Emerald Pool, and that's the only pool we can actually swim in. Like really. All the other 2 pools were just for like sightseeing and taking pictures and just all that stuff. But in the in-between forest area where we were walking to this pool, it was just so beautiful. These are the 3 pools that I was talking about. Next up is Emerald Pool, and it was like not that huge but not that small either, and you'll see it later. This is the forest area. This doesn't look real to me, you guys. Even when I was there, I was like, it doesn't feel like it's real. It feels like I just closed my eyes and got teleported to this beautiful magical world. And there's no way that I'm actually here. But look at the background. It's magnificent, it's stunning. It just took my breath away. Tiny pools here and there, although the biggest one was the last one, Crystal Pool, and this one, the Emerald Pool. I think it's emerald color because of the algae in there. Plus there were also fishes inside the pool, but it was exactly the size of a swimming pool. And I couldn't take much of it because it was like so crowded. But still, me and my brother, we did went in there, and it was terrific. Then again, we are walking into the in between forest area onto another pool. This next pool was, I think, 1 kilometer away or something, so we walked a pretty good amount, but no complaints whatsoever because the weather was good and there were all greenery all around, and like I said, small pools here and there. It literally looks like we are on a movie set or something. Like, seriously, me and my brother were talking about this. It's like this could not be real because it's so green. It literally looks unreal, as if we stepped into a wallpaper or something. Also, you must carry a mosquito repellent cream or something if you are wearing short clothes. Otherwise, just wear full coverage clothes as I am wearing. And please make sure that your hat is proper and the thread of the hat is not coming over your face. In my case, it was. This is the blue pool, which is the most gorgeous pool out of all of these pools, in my opinion. There are like tree branches inside it, broken tree branches, which actually looks very cinematic, like a masterpiece. But we are not allowed to jump in there because it's literally like you can fall down and crack your head or something. Yeah. So nobody was allowed in there. Everyone was just clicking pictures over this little wooden bridge here, and just look at the view. Everything is so pretty. Here, I remember I was actually convincing my brother to have a mango drink because I could see that he was getting dehydrated, and he was not trying mango drinks because the one drink that he tried on the way, like on the drive, was not good. So please make sure that you are buying a mango drink from a better place like this one, because sometimes they turn out to be not good at all. Here the mango drink was good, and I had a coconut, literally like a fresh coconut before, which was of 40 baht. Sometimes it's 50 baht depending on where you are, and my brother's mango drink was great. This car is a blessing for me, seriously, because outside the weather was too hot. So if you are going anywhere hot like island, then please book a car like this. I'm so grateful for my brother because he's the one who planned everything, organized everything, what resort to book, which car, where to go from where, the whole itinerary. He's the one who did this, and I'm just so happy that I could just, sit back, relax, and enjoy, have a good time. And now is the time for another place. You cannot guess where we are going. We are going to the beach to catch the sunset. Hopefully we can catch the sunset because I know we are already late. But anyways, the beach is going to be super pretty and I'll just get to enjoy the salt air and the embers in the sky. This is the dress that I wore. It's so pretty with all these colorful stripes, and it's ankle length. My brother is so tall, as you can see. I look so tiny, like a miniature doll. And I pair it up with silver earrings and silver necklace. I also have like silver hair accessories that you'll see more of. And I'm also excited to go to the night market. The previous night, me and my brother went to the night market all by ourselves, and this time we brought our mother with us because she loves visiting the market. And the market here was beautiful. It had literally everything that you can think of. Here we are at the beach. This beach is called Ao Nang Beach. Golden light spills over the shoreline of Ao Nang Beach, and I'm walking slowly like I have nowhere else to be. The waves roll in with that soft, rhythmic hush, like the ocean is whispering secrets again. There are some people who are coming back from surfing because it's getting dark, and a lot of people who are actually taking pictures of the sunset and of themselves. There are some boats in the distance as well, and so many kids, families, and couples here looking at this pretty sight. This is actually the Andaman Sea, as the locals call it. There's something about Ao Nang at sunset, the sky is blushing as if in shades of pink and amber. The air is warm, slightly salty, and my hair moves with the breeze, and for a moment, everything feels cinematic, like I've stepped into a scene that was written just for me. I'm not rushing, I'm not even chasing, I'm just being. And for a moment, I forget everything. Feet in the sand, heart wide open, breathing in a life that once felt like a distant dream. The ocean stretches endlessly in front of me, and I realize maybe freedom isn't loud. Maybe it's this quiet confidence, this stillness, this soft glow inside my chest that I cannot describe in words. And as the last light melts into the horizon, I smile. I'm with the ones I love. I'm in front of the prettiest sunset that I have ever seen. And life makes sense. Life is wonderful. This is definitely one of those moments and one of those sunsets that I'm going to talk to my kids about, maybe even my grandkids. This is the best market to go shopping. Everything was at reasonable rates because I just realized when I went to the Phuket market, everything was considerably expensive. So buy everything from here, swimwear, ornaments, whatever you want, everything is so good. You seriously won't believe me, but like just 6 months ago, I came across a vlog where this girl was talking about a night market in Thailand, and I just thought, what if I could just travel in Thailand and walk in this night market because this is a very famous floating market. And the first thought that I had was like, I should take my mom there. And I didn't know how I would make it happen. I didn't have the amount of money at that time. I didn't know if I could even travel back home because I didn't have my work permit and all the documentation stuff. But I was like, I want to be there. And I could easily see in my mind that yes, definitely this is possible and this is real now. I lived it. I'm literally having full body chills right now. This is another Amritsar restaurant from the same franchisee, and they served the best Indian food in Thailand. I could really say that because we tried a lot of local food and other type of food as well. We had pani puri and a lot of vegetarian sabzi and roti and lassi and you name it, we had it. We had a lot of food here, and every single dish was 10 on 10. This floating market starts after 4 p.m. So before 4 p.m., this literally doesn't exist. This is like an open place and you can't see anything. But after 4 p.m. until like whole night, this market is running. You can find literally anything and everything here, especially this golden ornaments here and idols. They also worship Lord Ganesh, which I was like really surprised by because Lord Buddha and Lord Indra is something that I expected, but Lord Ganesh as well. So when I saw those idols, I was like, wow, because we worship this in Hinduism in India. Lord Ganesh is worshipped a lot, and mostly the ornaments were of wooden. My brother found a Rubik's cube and it is his thing, so I was showing him that, and he was telling me, no, it's not a Rubik's cube. But yeah, and a lot of wooden things like wooden cups, saucers, everything, because they have a lot of trees in Thailand and so many natural skincare products, especially made from coconut and aloe vera and everything, like organic plants. And this map I was really mesmerized by because this is whole Thailand, and we were on the bottom part of the Thailand, And the Chiang Mai, which is on the top of the Thailand, is really famous for the Lantern Festival. If you know, you know. The Lantern Festival, which is similar to the Tangled movie, in which Rapunzel had that lanterns in the sky. And we were so hungry, so we went for fresh mangoes, and they gave us chopsticks, which I couldn't figure it out, to be honest. But it was fun trying. And the mangoes are so sweet, juicy, and fresh. I don't think I've ever tasted these type of mangoes anywhere. And then we were back to our resort, walking in the dark. In this moment, I knew that this was once in a lifetime sort of experience. And obviously, I was with my mom and my brother, so this was safe. Otherwise, don't roam around alone, okay? And we are almost at our resort. And my brother is playing with the water bottle. He's such a kid by heart, seriously. And he caught it. And he was so happy that he caught it because he thought that he would drop it. This is the next morning, and we are ready to go to another city. Which city? Can you guess? Yes, obviously, Phuket. Phuket has islands and temples and a lot of things that you will see in the later part of the vlog. And I'm here right now just roaming in the resort. And everything is so pretty. Pastel streets glowing under the Thai sun. That's the magic of Phuket Old Town. I'm walking slowly, surrounded by Sino Portuguese buildings painted in soft pinks and yellows. Sunlight spilling across the narrow lane. Honestly, the sunlight was too harsh because this was literally 1 p.m. There were little cafes humming quietly, scooters passing by, a lot of noise. Air felt warm and nostalgic. I was actually in the heart of Phuket, and that's why every corner felt cinematic. It was colorful, it was calm, but most importantly, it was timeless. And for a moment, I just thought that I just need to soak in this beauty, but I was getting hangry. I was so hungry, I was almost angry, and I was talking to my brother about it like, I need food. And my brother started rushing ahead, finding the perfect Indian restaurant because obviously we need good food, right? But I was still soaking in the beauty in with all the hangriness, letting the old streets remind me that yeah, life is so soft, simple, and Thailand is much more than a group of islands and temples. There is much more to see. This is the traditional tuk-tuk. Did you see that? People use that as public transport. And we are finally in the Indian restaurant. This is, I think, another Amritsar franchisee, or it was something else. I don't remember, but it was actually very, very good. And because we were not getting food, I was drinking lassi at first in form of a starter. And then we had to rush out because we were late to go to the next temple. But the sun was so high and hot, I had to keep my hat on at the same time. I mean, all the time. This place is called Cashew Nut, and when I saw it in the itinerary, I was like, "What is it?" But this is literally like a huge shop with all the varieties of cashew nut. They were spiced, and some were like very salty, some were sweet, and all those different type of sweets. But I mean, different type of flavors, but the same cashew nuts. I tried some, but honestly, they were not up my alley. But they are. This is really famous, so a lot of people actually do like it. And then my mother was actually explaining us how where the cashew nut come from, and my brother tried a few, and he liked some of them, but not as much to get the whole packet, if you know what I mean. But the shop was really quaint and cozy, and we were just discussing like, should we get more, should we not get more, what should we do? My mother was just exploring there, and every shop is so different. Like there is a little bit of culture in everything in Thailand. That's just something that I observed. Also buy it only if you like it, because it was kind of expensive. I was just exploring and, you know, being in the vibe instead of thinking like whether should I buy it or not. And this is my mother explaining us that the cashew nuts actually come from the end of this fruit. And the fruit is actually nice, but the cashew nuts are actually bitter in the beginning. This is a Shalong temple in Phuket. This is not just one temple, but like a series of temples. This is the main temple. Again, this is running in the themes of red and gold, which I observed in every single temple. And wait till you see the ceiling, the dome. What? This is a moment. This needs to be printed on everyone's bedroom walls, because what is that? Like, it's so cinematic and regal. And there was this weird, strange little tradition going on, and then I participated in it, and you'll get to see it later. But the flowers everywhere were so fresh, real, and beautiful. And again, I'm obsessed with the ceiling, because why not? There were people from every single ethnicity that you could think of, like Americans, people from every ethnicity, Indians and Chinese, Koreans. I saw every single type of ethnicity here. My mother is also obsessed with this beautiful reddish pink flowers. And I just told her that, let me take a picture of you. I told my brother to go stand there, but he just wouldn't. He just wouldn't. He was like, I don't want to click a picture with the flowers. Why would I do that? And then I told him that I want to click a picture. So could you please take a video of me? So he did. He's such a good brother. These flowers were actually so beautiful. And when I touched them, I was shocked to see that they were actually real. Like here, everything is so real and fresh. This is the strange little tradition I was talking about. I got this orange little piece and there's a number on it. I think the number was like 21 or 23 or something. And then you have to go to the back of the temple, and there is like a prophecy kind of thing, like a piece of paper where there is written something which is your future prediction. And I thought that that was interesting. Mine didn't come out that good. Then my mother did it and three sticks came out. So she was like, should I do it again? What? But I was like, the first stick is the right answer, I guess. She had some other number. My brother got another number, and both of their future predictions were too good, except mine. My future prediction was not good at all. And I was like so sad and mellow for a while, because I was like, why wouldn't I get a good one? But then I was determined. I was like, no matter what the future prediction is, I am meant to have a life that is too good. And that's it. That's it. I'm going to make my life good, whether my future predictions are good or not. So while thinking all of these things, I was looking at the sky, which was like my favorite color, blue. And the temple's architecture was mind blowing. We visited like three or four temples which were side by side. There, some were shaped like a cottage, some were like literal temple like, huge and tall. And as you get to see, there were like fireworks going on in the daytime. Like I heard fireworks. And the decoration was also so good. And every time I had to like take my footwear off, because obviously you have to. And I was not smart enough to wear a flip flop. You must wear a flip flop that you can take out easily. But I was wearing shoes with socks, which was kind of uncomfortable. But this was one of the cottage temples, which was very silent, like pin drop silence. And I was like so intrigued by what was going on in there. I went literally inside. I didn't understand anything, any idol that was there, because there were like teacups and saucers and things like that stored in these cabinets with the temple idols, which was so confusing to me, but they were so pretty. So I just focused on the beauty instead of understanding why they were there and what was actually going on. And there was also a picture of the king and queen there. I think I saw that. So that was also interesting. I don't know what was going on in there, seriously. But it's pretty. The vibe is pretty, and everything was silent and cozy. So I had a great time. And then my mom found this flower, or I think I found it. I think it was my mom. And she gave it to me, and I was obsessed. I was like, this has to go in my hair, and I have to take like a million little videos and pictures of it. And I took it with the sky. Just look at the color of the sky. I'm obsessed. And the flower looks so good on me. This is full on like island girl vibe, full on Thailand vibe. Like, have you been to Thailand if you don't have a flower in your hair? I don't think so. There are elephants again. There are elephants everywhere here. Pretty sure elephant is their national animal. And again, I'm pointing my camera to the sky because why not? And then we have to go to another destination. Where are we going? This is the poem that I wrote in this exact moment. I hope you like it. So here it goes. We think that we are all so different because we live in different countries and speak different languages, but actually, we are all the same. All of us hate getting stuck in traffic and are always rushing to get somewhere. We are waiting for something from Amazon and ordering food online and then feeling guilty about it. We love looking up at the beautiful sky and sunsets and taking pictures of them. We are always mentally planning a vacation getaway and dreaming of making a difference in this world. Most of all of us are confused in life and have nothing figured out. If only someone would tell us, right? But we are all the same, wanting the same things in life. We are all connected. We are all the same. We have finally checked into this hotel in Phuket. And if you like this vlog, you're going to love my Phuket vlog too, because trust me, Phuket was even more fun, beautiful, colorful, and chaotic. So I hope I see you guys in my next vlog too. And did you love this vlog? Do you have any opinions, feedback, any questions? Then please ask me down in the comment section. And I really hope that you loved and enjoyed this vlog as much as I did. Thank you so much. Love you.